let them know where you are now in life, you graduated, what you're doing, how you have had a successful high school career. Come on, you can sit down, you can sit down right there.
So the kids.
Yeah, you just sit down here. So take it away, yeah, take it away.
Hi guys, my name is Jakai Binyan. Jakai. I'm currently a senior at Stonewall High School. I'm taking dual enrollment classes at GSU right now, Critical and Macroeconomics and English Composition 1. What I recommend is as soon as you get into your junior year, I'm not going to.
Say what?
Yeah.
As soon as you get to your junior year, you should take dual enrollment. And since we just added a new 9th grade AP Lit class, you should definitely start taking AP now. Even if you're not, you don't have to feel entitled to take an AP class, but you should just try it out your freshman year. See how it feels and get the feel for it. And if you like it, keep taking AP classes all the way through to your senior year, you guys are set. And one thing I want to talk about the most is getting involved. Getting involved in high school will be one of the best things ever. Raise your hand if you play sports. Alright, now raise your hand if you want to play sports in high school. Alright, so that has to change. You guys have to get involved. So, even if you don't want to play sports, we have things like marching band, drama club, international club, FBLA, and others. So, it will be really important to get involved, even for your own experience and for college experience. Because that's what colleges are going to see, and that's what people around you are going to see. It's going to make you a better person in general. It's going to give you new friends, new experiences, and it's going to make high school experience a whole lot better. You just won't be by yourself. You have those people right next to you. Another thing, stay on top of your GPA. I know you guys probably don't know what that is right now, but ever since my freshman year, I've been calculating my GPA like every semester. Well, not actually every semester, every 9 weeks. So as soon as you guys, Bill Levy should be able to talk about how calculating GPA, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as soon as you guys get your first grades in, first report card, start calculating your GPA. Always go for that 4.0, don't go for anything lower. Even if you're having trouble in class, you can ask your teachers. You can probably ask one of these teachers over here. I know they'll be able to help you. But that's all I gotta say. Good luck, guys.
Just tell them a little bit about what you've been doing this summer besides doing enrollment.
Oh yes, getting involved out of school is even better. So Ms. Battle just allowed me to come into this GSU program, AFT, Academy for Future Teachers. It's a really great program. You do a lot of things. We take field trips. We actually teach children, and we learn about STEM-related subjects. So I haven't took physics yet, and even in the class, I started learning about physics. So you guys should definitely get involved in more out-of-school activities, just besides just in academics in general. And I highly recommend AFT, guys. It's pretty fun.
Just for reference, AP stands for Advanced Placement. That is a course that you can take and you can get additional credits if you pass a test at the end of this, that course, okay? So in 9th grade, we have one that you can start taking. And then you have, as you progress through your years, you'll be able to take more, all right? So that's what he meant when he said AP. GSU, what he was referring to is Georgia State University, okay? So when he said that he's at GSU, that's what he was referring to, okay?
Do you know what dual enrollment is?
Okay, all right.
Good.
Somebody tell me what dual enrollment is, all these yes. Tell me what dual enrollment is. I know, yes. I don't believe in yes. You know why? Because I know when I went out of the country, they kept talking to me when I was out of the country, and guess what I did?
Yes.
Yes. And I had no idea what was going on. So somebody tell me, what is dual enrollment? All the yes.
I know what it is. Like
Well, just pretend. Just give me an example if you don't
When you
give me
earn
definition.
high school credit and,
do extra. Is it extra curricular?
so you're earning high school credit and college credit. You're dually enrolled in high school and in college. So Jakai, for the class he takes, he'll get credit for high school for that class, and once he passes, credit for college for that class. So it's a great way, a free way to earn college credit. Typically, you're not going to get started with that until your junior, senior years, but your grades already got to be intact before then. So that means doing the work ninth grade year.
Absolutely.
Understand? Okay. So our next speaker, go ahead, young lady.
Hi guys, I'm Jamaya, and I'm an upcoming 10th grader. And since you guys are, rising 9th graders, I will say, don't take your 9th grade year, for granted your first year in high school. Be on y'all grades, because the year does go by fast. Do stuff that y'all would never think y'all gonna do. Open y'all, mind to everything and anything. So things y'all thought y'all never do it. Take the chances now. So you'll know if you'll like it your other years, because it opens more doors and you'll have more opportunities. Don't be in a hurry, because the year does go by fast. You'll never think it does, but it does. Also, I say don't get in no drama, no trouble, because it sets the tone. You'll have teachers looking at you like, oh, okay, I already know what they're on. But just, take your time, be on y'all grades. If y'all need help, ask. And the teachers are here. Don't be scared. Your counselors are here and everything. So that's all I gotta say.
You said you're rising 10th graders, so you're going to 10th?
Yes. But, just, take this year, take it in, and take the opportunity. So that's all.
Is there anything you would have changed for your 9th grade year?
Anything I would change, I'd say towards the end I had gotten a little trouble. Don't let your friends influence you to do nothing. If your friends talk about doing something, don't do it. If you know you might get in trouble, don't do it, because it kind of messes up a few things for you. So just don't do it.
Word from the wise.
Thank you. Miss Alicia. Yes, you are a baby. Trust me.
Well, hello, my name's Alicia. I am technically an alumni of Stoughton High School.
Hey.
I graduated 2023, of course. this year. I can say from my...
What was your rank in the class?
Oh, I was ranked number 7.
Number 7 out of all the students. You were number 7.
Yeah. So I can tell you from my freshman year, it was lovely and then horrible because of course COVID, had to do stuff online. Then sometime during COVID, you were stuck at home, your mind went left and you just couldn't focus on your work. For me, I was bored, so I did my work. Then 10th grade year, I was still virtual. I did dual enrollment plus my work. You can do dual enrollment in your 10th grade year, but you have to really be ready for it because once you sign up for dual enrollment, that's college life. Dr. Cox is going to tell you, once you put in that application and the fundings for dual enrollment, you are officially a college student. You cannot go ask for help saying, oh, I don't understand my work like this. You can ask your teachers from the college, yeah. But your teachers here, they're only supposed to be teaching you what's on their lesson plans, okay? So college, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, start out with the English first, so you can have that, and then do a math if you're good at it. But if you are struggling, please take advantage of the teachers here. Mr. Upalari, I know for a fact he's coming back. He's the best math teacher you can ever get. Use him. Mr. Kashani, physics teacher, environmental science, please use him. He does spell some things wrong, but we love him. he does it for jokes. We love him. My 11th grade year, I did OEC, just out of school education. That's what I call it. What you basically do, you can learn a trade. My 11th grade year, I'm cosmetology certified. My senior year, I'm going to be a certified nursing assistant in a couple of months. You can do automotive, you can do dental science, you can do healthcare science, you can learn law, you can do cosmetology, of course. And for guys, not only cosmetology, women don't only do it too. There's guys can do it, barbers. But they don't offer it they offer it at one school, but they don't offer it at the next. So please, if you're going to do barbering, do the CAD Technology South. Not north, because it's going to be a whole bunch of females, mannequin heads, you're going to learn how to do perms, yes, get nails done, yes. Yeah, it's probably not what you want to do, but hey, do what you want. My whole high school experience was a roller coaster. I loved it and I hated it. During freshman year, of course, COVID, I got into a car accident. I was not able to move. Throughout that, yeah, I got depressed, but I still did my work. Senior year, again, I got into another car accident. This one actually left me kind of reckless because I have a good old scar in my arm. I wasn't able to use my arm because I was immobile for a little time. I had to get surgery. Throughout that, I was not about to let that bring me down. I was going to use that as an excuse. Because at the end of the day, if I can still use my other arm, I'm gonna do my work. That's how it is. Though you're injured, you do get some excuse days. They're lenient. You're still, if you're gonna be a senior, you're not gonna let a simple injury stop you from graduating. Everything you do, they're watching. So you running around the hallways, you smoking in the bathroom, they're watching. Each and everything you do in this school, they're freaking watching, okay? Cameras, it may not seem like it doesn't work, but it works. That's pretty much it. Oh, and now for me, since I officially graduated, I'm already enrolled in college and I have my classes and it starts in August the 17th. Am I ready for it? Nope, because all I can think about is, man, I was in high school a couple days ago. I was just sitting in class, just doing my work, and after that going home. No, now I actually have responsibilities, I have a job, I have things I have to do in my life. You really gotta use these teachers here, because they can be your best friends and then your worst enemies at the same time. I can tell you half the teachers I had, I despised. I loved them, but I did not like them. Because they put in my grades, I had to sit in the class, they'll put me to sleep, but I'll still do their work. Because at the end of the day, they hold your grade book in their hands. You want to come to class late, you want to say, oh, I'm going to do the work, and don't do it. You're going to have a 4.0 GPA. Oh, we're going to go down to, what's it, 2 point something? A 0.1? You don't want that. You really don't want that. So yeah, I recommend y'all please do your work. Be on your P's and Q's, please, because it's not simple. High school, middle school, those two different things. So please, just do your work, and of course, enjoy school. Like, it's high school. You're kind of adults. Don't get grown though. Don't get grown. Enjoy.
You guys have questions? Okay, I have a question. What's your takeaway? What does that mean? What's your takeaway? You had a chance to speak to a rising senior, a former freshman, and a graduate. That's all the spectrum. What's your takeaway? What did you take from this? What did you get out of all of this? Let someone else, let's see somebody else. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. You have a couple of minutes to think about it. Go ahead. We will know what you're doing. But when you say y'all, who's y'all? We the teachers? Okay. Well, that's one of the major differences here at high school. Teachers versus non-teachers. We're not as involved.
All right, so we have our final panel member. This is my daughter, Deanna Battle, and she's a current college student at Georgia State University. So just tell them kind of what you're doing, tips for high school, what they should be thinking about now as they start their journey so they can eventually get to a place where you're at.
Well, as she said, I go to Georgia State University. I'm a current junior. Right now I'm taking summer classes and studying for the LSAT. I'm planning to go to law school next year, so it's a lot. In high school, this is the time to prepare for your future. This is the time to really grind in, and this is where school is more serious. Elementary, middle school is okay, fun, that time. This is the time where things really matter. Their high school GPA is a big part of your future. If you decide to go to college, not go to college, somebody's going to ask about your GPA. Somebody's going to need a letter of recommendation. So this is the time to really get serious and put in that work.
Talk about some things you've done in high school and college.
In high school, I did the ACLU Advocacy Institute. So basically, I spent a week in DC learning about advocacy. I met with my state, federal congressman. At that time, it was, I cannot remember his name, it was a Republican. And I met with him and the staffers, and we kind of just talked about policy issues that were affecting Georgia and its teens, how we were wanting to be changed. Just kind of sharing our views on the state as a teenager and advocating for those who needed their help. And just learning about different ways to advocate. It was a super fun, really interesting experience. I also did an internship at a law firm my senior year, and it was paid about 2 months over the summer, really at Atlanta Legal Aid, really just got the opportunities to learn what a lawyer does, what does that look like day to day. Public service law was for me. And I've done so much stuff over the summer.
And college?
I'm still in high school.
Oh. Excuse me.
I did a Georgia State early college program 1 year, so that I spent maybe a month at Georgia State. They gave us a meal plan, they gave us model cars to commute, and just kind of taking like old college classes, getting that college experience, learning like what a college class is really like inside the classroom, interacting with the college professor. High school, I interned for a state senator here in Georgia during my spring semester. That was really fun, really interesting, really hard work, but it kind of got me learning about what politics really is and the ins and outs and how policy is made, from the idea that the senator had to getting it on the floor and voted on right then and there. I also did another kind of like advocacy institute that was virtual, which actually got me my internship with the state senator. So these things build up on each other. And it's not just I woke up one day and said I want to go to law school. It's all these programs, all these internships, and it started in high school. So you have to have that plan now, because you can't just come 5 years in the future, I want to do this job. They're going to ask, well, what have you done? So it's important now to get to work.
And she's a junior now because she came into college with 39 credits. That's through dual enrollment. So starting off good in the 9th grade, making sure you maintain that GPA, really understand your coursework, taking advantage of free college, and then that cuts down your years when you actually graduate and it's time to actually go to college. And it all starts now, guys. So I hope that we showed you through the various stages, you know, kind of what you should be thinking about, what you should be doing. Heard Ms. Anderson ask about your takeaways. Anybody want to share additional takeaways they have? Okay, yes. What's your name, son?
Come on.
Come on, okay.
I took in what he said when he was like when you get your report card, like calculate your grades. Only because I want to keep up my grades and stuff like that. I don't want to not know how many grades I got.
Right.
What's going on my GPA and stuff like that. So,
You don't want to be surprised at the end.
Right.
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 And is Hope GPA the same thing as your GPA? So Hope right now funds 100% tuition at public Georgia colleges and universities. We don't know if it is at 100%. It may go back down to previous. It was like 80, but right now it's 100% tuition. So you still have to pay fees and housing. But right now, so that's the 3.0 GPA. Do you know what GPA they're talking about? No, you look very lost. So there's a GPA, a high school GPA, and there's a Hope GPA. So yeah, it's up to you to stay on top of all that. Your GPA begins 2nd semester, 9th grade here. And we're going to give you some information later on in the week to how you manage that. GeorgiaFutures.org is definitely going to be your go-to. But all of that is very important from day one. Discovering and kind of working and figuring out what you want to do, very important from day one. Alicia, you said you want to add something?
Yeah, so there is a lady named Miss Amy. She works for College Aid. She will help y'all. But yeah, Miss Amy, she will, as I believe, I think she's gonna start out with the 10th.
9th grade.
She's starting with 9th this year?
Started in my
Okay,
9th grade.
9th grade, yeah. So she's gonna start putting up making y'all account. So of course there's a way you gotta apply to colleges. There's an app that she's gonna give you where a college is gonna apply to you. Every single time you get your grades in, it's gonna be placed in your transcript and everything, which you can access your report in the campus. Please put in your grades, put in everything that you did, put it, even if it's clubs, if it's fundraisers, if it's all of the above, please put it in there, because colleges will apply to you. Because applying to a college, if I didn't do it that way, it would have been like a $50 fee each. Of course, they have the month where you can apply to college free, but at the same time, that's kind of late. If you know what school you want to go to, please make sure your grades align to it. Make sure you have everything put together, because Miss Amy will help you. She's even sending y'all on college tours. I believe she did one this summer.
Jakai, you were on that one?
Yeah, I just went on a 5-day college tour. We went to Virginia, North Carolina, and DC. We viewed 5 different colleges. A few of the colleges were George Washington University, American University, West Carolina University.
And that's Miss Amy with College Aim. We had right here in the building at Stone Mine. Now Miss Amy loved everybody, but you got a 1.0 GPA. She can't really bring you into her program. So we want to start out strong. So when we get to 11th, 12th grade, we're on those college tours too. Okay, so we're right on time. We're about to actually move into our scavenger hunt. And Mr. Reeves is going to take the lead on that. So when he gets back, he'll kind of go through those directions for you. Any questions for our panel? Yes?
So I want to go to FAMU, and I was just wondering, like, does that count as, like, out of state? Like, out of state?
So FAMU stands for Florida
Yeah.
Agricultural and Mechanical.
That's my arch rival, so
Oh, I was
that's
just
why I'm
gonna say you
like,
went there. Yeah.
no, I didn't go there.
We don't like FAMU.
Oh, yeah, we do.
What you Florida State?
I'm from
But they all in
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
So we, okay, I got whisper because I don't, but no, yeah, that is considered out of state. Look, I'm not holding any kid back. Put a Georgia institution on your list. Because if not, you're leaving free money on the table. So if FAMU can offer you better than 100% free tuition, go to FAMU. If they can't, it just doesn't make
If
economic
your
sense.
grandmama got money like that, then you can.
Yes, if your family can fully fund your education, then disregard everything I'm saying. But otherwise, do the economically feasible thing. But yes, FAMU is out of state.
Tuition.
Yeah, it's out of state and it's out of state tuition. Some out of state colleges do have an exchange, but they are actually considered.
I also want to say this, because I am an advocate of not necessarily a 4-year institution. I am the advocate of 2-year colleges. They have 2-year colleges as well that they have dorms that you get the full experience. I am also an advocate, you're in 9th grade. If you're not as well put together, because I was not well put together, college I did not know about, okay? All I knew was to do the right thing, follow my mom. My mom scared me, so that's the only reason why I graduated a year early, because I had fear in me. But if you're not as well put together, the 2 things you need to focus on right now is GPA and credits. And just keep listening. Don't be intimidated, because they all, these some great, fantastic people. Let's get these people a hand, y'all. These are hashtags goals. You see where you can go. So if you're not so well put together, don't get nervous. It's okay. We're gonna make it. So I just want you guys to. You want to go to FAMU, baby girl? Go to FAMU. Hey, Tuskegee, I'm a graduate of. Everybody can't go to Tuskegee. You gotta go to FAMU. Go. You'll get one day. So yeah, but.
So I've been told, because I don't want to go to college, but I've been told I just do a 2-year. Is that what you recommend too?
I mean, no, I recommend, I just don't want people to feel as though we're just gonna beat you over the head with college. And you're like, well, I just wanna go to a 2-year. Well, you're fine too. You get what I'm saying? I want everybody to be comfortable in your zone. Because as long as you're making good decisions, to be a well-kept person, to be a productive citizen, you're fine. Even if you say, that's not for me. I wanna go in the military. We got that for you too. You know, we got a well diverse. That's the beauty of the United States of America. They ask, why are we taking this? I always tell people, how many people I have in here? Students say, why am I taking this? My motto is, I have 30 kids, that's 30 different careers. I'm preparing 30 careers. Because as y'all leave, y'all going in so many different directions, but you have the foundation that you need to go in any direction that your heart desires. That's the beauty of Stone Mountain, and that's the beauty of the United States of America. Y'all go anywhere and do anything you want to do. I'm turning it back over to you. Go That's all.
Okay, Reed, you wanna walk through the scavenger hunt?